Normally on a Friday, after a Thursday night football game, I crack open the mic, I look into these cameras, and I ask, what the hell did I just watch? Because whatever it is, I know it's not football, at least not good football. But I'm sitting here today and I'm saying, what the hell did I just watch? Was that actually a good Thursday night football game? Now, I've had a few hours to think about it now, and you know what? I actually think it was. In fact, not only was that a good Thursday night football game, Eagles-Packers was flat out good. A flat out good game, period. However, I do have some questions coming out of that game, starting with who the hell are the Eagles? Seriously, who are the Philadelphia Eagles? Are they the team that was getting humiliated by Washington in the opener only to flip it on its head and light it up in the second half? Are they the team that lost to the Lions at home? Or are they the team that just went out on the road in a hostile environment with their backs to the wall and beat an undefeated Packers team? Like, I don't know, because for the first 15-plus minutes, they looked like a team that was about to drop to 1-3 and have their season end before September even ends. They couldn't move the ball. They couldn't stop Davante Adams, and the Packers were rolling them up on a 15-play, 78-yard drive that went midway in the first quarter into the start of the second. But they held the Packers, who were beginning to look unstoppable, to a field goal on that drive, and then all of a sudden something clicked. Maybe the Eagles realized the entire city of Philly was freaking out. Their season was about to go up in flames. Maybe they remembered they were the Eagles and that they were the team that a lot of people were picking to be a Super Bowl contender. Maybe they remembered they were the team that put up 25 in the second half against Washington, not the one that got booed off the field in the first. In other words, the Eagles team that everybody expected all offseason finally showed up in the second quarter of Week 4. The defense finally started to get after Aaron Rodgers. Philadelphia then started to feed Jordan Howard and kept feeding Jordan Howard. Remember when Bears fans were trying to say that Jordan Howard was so overrated? Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. He may not be flashy, but he does work. Big-time work. And Jordan Howard can get you the hard yards. 115 yards from scrimmage, 3 TDs in a game Philadelphia absolutely had to have. That was a brass performance by Howard. In fact, by everybody in Philly gear. Howard was eating up yards and catching passes, unlike Aguilar.
We was catching them, unlike Aguilar.
Then you got Miles Sanders, right? Miles Sanders was big, both in the backfield and with a huge return in the second quarter, which sparked everything. The offensive line dominated, and Doug Peterson did what he does, win on Thursday night and find an opponent's weakness and exploit it. In this case, it was Green Bay's left side. Sanders said, quote, Doug Peterson's plan was just to keep pounding the ball, and that opened up more stuff. And when we needed to pass the ball, we were able to do it, and we got first downs. Big thanks to the O-line. They played their ass off the whole game, opening up holes for us, end quote. Again, a massive performance by everybody on the road, down double digits without key players in a must-win game. Even the Eagle fans showed up and showed out at Lambeau, chanting, Cowboys suck, Cowboys suck, when they saw Michael Irvin doing his analyst work. You see what the Eagles did in the final 3 quarters of that game and the way they gashed a supposedly great Packers defense, and you think, this team definitely has a look at a Super Bowl, especially when they get healthier. I mean, yeah, Philadelphia has issues in the secondary. Rodgers threw all over them, and by the end of that game, they were about ready to start pulling Philly fans out of the stands to line them up in the dime package. But they still found a way to come up with not 1, but 2 goal line stands in the fourth quarter. So you look at that crew that showed up after they fell behind 10-0 on the road, and you think, man, this team is for real. Philly is for real. But then you think, why are they falling behind by 10 in every single game? Because that's what Philly's doing too. They trailed by double digits in every game this season, and still somehow they managed to win 2 of their 4 games. They have perfected the art of the slow start. They've only scored points in the first quarter of 1 game this year. But they are really good at allowing points early on, especially on their opponent's opening drives. I guess what I'm saying is, can you imagine how good they'd be if they actually showed up from the opening kick, could get healthy, and stop spotting everybody 10 points? So again, back to my original question, which team are they? The ones that fall behind and eventually lose to the Lions, or the one that falls behind and finds a way to beat the Packers? Are they a Super Bowl contender, or are they a team that's not even going to make the postseason? Are they really good, or are they really average? Right now, the answer is yes. But I'm leaning towards closer to being really good. And they did what they had to do. And for the Packers, I'll get to them in a moment. 3-1 is not the end of the world, but make no mistake, that was a blown opportunity. They should be 4-0. They got their soul snatched. You got to win that game if you're Green Bay. In terms of Philadelphia, down 10-0, nobody gripped, nobody panicked. I am really impressed with the way they came back. Down 10-0, they looked like they were going to get blown the hell out. And their season would be over at 1-3. And they got it done.